Blackwater Lake was small, remote, and almost perfectly circular. Locals avoided it, not because of legends, but because strange things really did happen there. Boats would drift on their own. Fishermen reported their compasses spinning in circles. And every few years, someone went missing. One autumn evening, the town sheriff got a call. A lone hiker had spotted a light shining under the lake's surface. It wasn't a reflection. It was coming from deep below. Two volunteered divers, Mark and Ellis, agreed to investigate. Both had served in the Navy. Both knew the lake's reputation. They entered the water at dawn. The surface was still, not a ripple in sight. At 30 feet, they hit an icy thermocline. The temperature drop was sudden, unnatural. At 60 feet, they found the source of the light. A perfect circular hatch, embedded in the lake bed, pulsed with a faint blue glow. Ellis swam closer, trying to touch the hatch. The moment his hand brushed it, the light surged, blinding white. Bubbles roared upward, and the silt on the lake bed spun like a whirlpool. Mark grabbed Ellis and started toward the surface. But the water around them wasn't water anymore. It felt thick, heavy, almost like liquid metal. When they finally broke the surface, the lake was still again. But Ellis's watch read 2 hours later than they expected. That night, Ellis called Mark in a panic. He said his skin felt wrong, like it didn't fit him anymore. He said his dreams weren't his dreams. He was seeing rooms he'd never been in, faces of people he didn't know. 2 days later, Ellis was gone. His truck was still in his driveway, front door locked from the inside. No sign of a struggle. Mark went to the sheriff, but when he tried to explain, the sheriff interrupted. He pulled a manila folder from his desk. Inside were 5 photos of other men, all missing, all last seen near Blackwater Lake. Every case had the same final witness statement. They went into the water and came back different. Mark couldn't let it go. He returned to the lake at night alone with a waterproof camera. At 60 feet, the hatch was there again. Only this time, it was open. Beyond it, he could see a tunnel, metal walls, faint blue lights running down its length, and something moving inside. Mark's camera began recording on its own. The audio picked up a faint, mechanical voice.
Entry confirmed. Subject pattern match.
The blue lights flared. A shadow approached the hatch. It wasn't swimming. It was walking. Mark dropped the camera and pushed toward the surface. The shadow was fast. Too fast. As he reached the shallows, something grabbed his ankle, cold, strong, unyielding. The last thing he saw before blacking out was the blue light filling the lake from below. The next morning, a fisherman found Mark's boat drifting. The dive gear was inside, but the wetsuit was empty. And under the surface, Blackwater Lake was still, waiting.